After the awful sound signature of the OnePlus Nord Buds 2R, my ears were craving for something better. So I tried listening to some melodious tracks. I tried out Unse Ragal Muda De by Pradeep Kumar, and oh my god, these are torture, man. Seriously. Along came the OPPO Enco Air 3 Pro. The number of people who have requested for a review of this product is crazy. So I've been dying to talk to you guys about the Enco Air 3 Pro, and spoiler alert, it's absolutely incredible. The constant feeling that I'm getting when I'm using this product is how the have they priced it so low? Alright, so this is a detailed review of the OPPO Enco Air 3 Pro, and I'm Ershad. You're watching Trakin Tech English, your destination for detailed, incisive gadget reviews. So let's start off by talking about the case. The case is smaller and more compact now, but it's got that dual tone design still going for it. This one's in a nice green color, but there's a white option available as well. Now, by dual tone, I mean that the top portion, the top lid, is kind of translucent and it looks good. Also, you've got this LED indicator which indicates how much battery is left in the case, and there's a Type-C port at the bottom as well. The outer texture is slightly glossy, so it might feel slippery to certain folks. Also, by the way, one thing I really love is that you can easily flip it open and close like this with one sweeping motion. Also, let's quickly take a look at how strong the magnets are. Let's do a yank test. Wow. Not bad. Let me hold on. Oh, that took a lot of effort. Once you've opened the lid, you can see the buds, and taking them out of the case is very easy. Also, the buds have a glossy finish as well, and like I said, just like the case, these also do feel slightly slippery. Also, I must mention this one thing, there are really nice clear markers for the left and right earbuds, which is very well done. Now, talking about the fit of these buds, they're extremely comfortable inside my ears for sure, and a few other people I've given it to, and even the passive isolation is pretty good. The fit is so good that I could listen to music for 3-4 hours at a stretch and didn't face any fatigue whatsoever. And if you want to improve the fit, OPPO does bundle a few extra ear tips inside the box, so you can try them out. By the way, if you're somebody who likes to exercise with truly wireless earbuds inside your ears, these do come with IP55 rating, so definitely they're sweat proof, and they're also slightly water resistant as well, which is a good thing. Of course, there's no IP rating on the case though. Now, the Enco Air 3 Pro to connect to any device supports the latest Bluetooth version 5.3 protocol, and more importantly, it also has support for Google's fast pair protocol as well, which means that the first time you open the lid, immediately it will pop up a card on your Android phone and ask you if you want to link it to your Gmail account. And once it's linked, every single device that you have connected to your Gmail account will be able to recognize and identify the Enco Air 3 Pro. Now, for app support, you do have to download Hey Melody from either the App Store or the Play Store. Now, all of the controls, the features and settings that you get with Hey Melody is actually present inside the Bluetooth settings page on OPPO and OnePlus phones. The app is very plainly designed. It doesn't look anything like JBL or nothing's really cool looking apps, but you get all the features that you're looking for. For example, you can see the level of battery on the case and the buds themselves, and you can change the level of active noise cancellation as well. So you can switch between 3 modes: max noise cancellation, normal noise cancellation, and transparency mode. There's also a personalized ANC option which actually measures your ears to give you a personalized ANC experience like the name suggests, and it works really well. Now, there are 3 predefined equalizer settings that you get. I'll talk more about them in the sound section of the review, but it's a bit of a bummer that you cannot actually have your own frequency setting, so it doesn't give you an equalizer which you can play around with. So you can also switch to the LDAC option that is, of course, present on the Enco Air 3 Pro. I'm really glad about that. And apart from that, there's a golden sound feature that measures your ear canal and tunes the sound or boosts the sound accordingly. And this feature works fantastically well. You just need to be in a very quiet room and let it do its magic. Now, from within the app, you also have a setting called OPPO Alive, which basically gives you the option for spatial audio, and you can switch on the game mode, and you can also switch on the dual connection mode. Let me tell you, dual connection works exceptionally well. You can connect your phone and a laptop at the same time, or a tablet for that matter. And if you get a call on the phone when you're watching something on your laptop, then it immediately switches and you can pick the call on the earbuds themselves. But if you're playing a video and if you want to play something else on the second device, then you have to pause the video that you're playing on the first device to play it on the second device. The app also allows you to change the earbud controls. The earbud controls are touch-based. They work fairly well. In fact, they've been tuned well and they respond well to touches as well. But more importantly, there's wear detection available, which means that it plays and pauses music when you take them out of your ears, and that, my friends, has been tuned exceptionally well. So the moment you take it out of your ear, it pauses music. The moment you wear them, it plays it. Very well done, OPPO. Alright, let's finally talk about the sound signature, which is, by the way, fantastic on this. These buds come with 12.4mm drivers inside each housing. Now, OPPO has used something called a bamboo fiber diaphragm this time around for the first time on the Enco Air 3 Pro. And what the company claims is that it'll have more natural sound and higher high frequencies as well. Now, because of the bamboo fiber addition, the frequency range of this goes from 20 Hz to 40,000 Hz. This is the first time I've seen such a high number on a pair of budget Truly Wireless earbuds. Now, LDAC support, like I mentioned, is available, but for some odd reason, it didn't work properly with my Galaxy S23 Ultra because whenever I switched to LDAC, it would, go back to AAC. But it worked well on OnePlus and OPPO phones. So if you have one of those phones, then it shouldn't be a problem. Now, the sound signature in the default original sound EQ setting is rich, it's lush, it's very detailed, and it's a proper balanced sound signature. What you get is the right amount of emphasis on the bass, the mids, and the treble as well. It actually does sound pretty musical, and I was discovering a lot of my old favorite classics with the Enco Air 3 Pro, and every single time I was surprised at how have they priced it so low. You know what the Enco Air 3 Pro does really well is the treble. It pulls in a lot of detail from the high end of the frequency spectrum, and the clang of cymbals that you can hear in Greta Van Fleet's Farewell for Now is just absolutely pristine. And dare I say this, I haven't heard this refined treble response even in more expensive flagship TWS earbuds. But treble is a subjective matter and a lot of people find it irritating even if it's done absolutely right. I didn't feel any sibilance. I don't feel there is any harshness or sharpness in the treble sound. It just was very well tuned. And apart from that, what you get is very natural tonality to the instruments as well. All the instruments, they sound just the way they have to. Plus the imaging is so good. The instrument separation is so good that you can actually listen to every single instrument very clearly, and none of these sort of blend into a cacophony like generally that happens with a lot of budget Truly Wireless earbuds. And not just the treble, like I mentioned, even the mids are pretty sharp. They have the right amount of attack to make you feel like you are engaged with the music. In the song Zena by Skrillex, you can clearly listen to the female singer's voice. Her vocals do actually come through despite it being a proper banger of a dubstep song. So what happens in many Truly Wireless earbuds is that when the bass sort of kicks in, the vocals immediately take a backseat. That doesn't happen with the Air 3 Pro. And if you're somebody who likes to listen to melodious music, then Pradeep's vocals in Un Siragal Moodade is absolutely clean and clear, and it feels like he's actually singing a concert in your ears. Well, what about the bass, Ershad, you ask? This is the right kind of tuning for bass, I'll tell you. It's refined, the attack is good enough, and it's the right amount of bass that kicks in without bloating into the other frequency ranges. And if you do want more bass, you can switch to the bass boost mode. That's also available, but then again, I'm not a fan of it because it starts to make the music sound darker. It's very good in the original mode too, so you should stick to that in my opinion. And talking about sound staging, that's where the Enco Air 3 Pro doesn't push its full potential in my opinion. It does sound dark even in the original mode or the bass mode for sure, but there is a natural mode which sort of opens up the sound staging slightly, but it's still not as wide as I would have preferred it. The TLDR of the sound signature is that these are the best sounding pair of Truly Wireless earbuds that I've heard under rupees 7,000, let alone under rupees 5,000. And there are certain Truly Wireless earbuds that cost way more and don't even sound as good as this. So it definitely does punch above its weight. In fact, the sound signature is so good that it makes me wonder why somebody would want to spend that extra for the Enco X2. It's not like the Enco X2 is not good. I mean, it's fantastic. It's richer in sound, but the only problem is that I don't see that value in paying that extra for 10-15% extra better sound quality, because this is good enough. By the way, I want to talk about OPPO's Alive Sound feature. It's a spatial audio implementation. That's something that I don't really give too much heed to. I'm not really a fan of it. I've spoken about it before. But I think that OPPO has done it kind of tastefully. It's very similar to what AirPods achieves with spatial audio. I mean, again, not something that I really enjoy on stereo speakers, but yeah, I mean, if you want to try it out, you might just like it. Now, as for the active noise cancellation, it can cut out 49 dB of environmental sound on the outside. It's pretty good. I have no complaints with it per se, and it's good enough at cutting out most of the external sound. By the way, I forgot to tell you one thing, that these don't get extremely loud. These are not meant to be loud. On the contrary, the OnePlus Buds 2 is just way too loud and it's just grating on your ears. This is tuned well enough. Coming back to the ANC is good enough for the price, and it's definitely better than the Enco Air 2 Pro preceding it. Also, the transparency mode on these was surprisingly natural. I didn't expect it to be this good. It doesn't make people, right next to you sound robotic. So that's something that came as a surprise. The mic quality is pretty decent. It's better than a lot of budget TWS buds that I've tested. But then again, if you're somebody who likes to take a lot of calls on the move, I would suggest using a pair of, IEMs with inline mics, because they do definitely sound better. In fact, what we'll do is actually make you listen to mic sound from Truly Wireless earbuds, which is this one, against a wired pair of IEMs.
This is the audio sample recorded using the microphone of the OPPO Enco Air 3 Pro. So do let me know how is the quality of this TWS microphone. This is the audio sample recorded using a wired IEM. So do let me know how is the sound quality of this compared against the OPPO Enco Air 3 Pro's mic quality.
Now, latency with the game mode, it does drop quite a bit, and the latency performance is very good. I mean, OPPO is generally known to do a good job with game mode latency, and you cannot discern the audio video lag, but 0 ms latency on wired earphones, that's better, of course. Wired earphone supremacy once again. Alright, let's finally talk about the battery life. You can expect about 7 hours of battery life with ANC off and about 5 hours with ANC on. And the case also holds about 3 to 4 charges extra for you. So it's good enough, not the best. I've definitely seen and heard Truly Wireless earbuds that do offer way more battery life. For example, JBL's products do offer better battery life than this. Okay, let's conclude this. Easily, this is the best Truly Wireless earbuds under ₹5,000. Period. Buy it. Instant recommendation. Go and recommend it to all your friends as well. I have no hesitation in saying this. Just go pick it up. It's got the best sound. The active noise cancellation is good enough. You've got fast pairing. You've got dual connection. You've got LDAC support. The mic quality is not too bad. The game mode is also not too bad. What's there to complain, really? So, Enco Air 3 Pro. This was my review. What do you guys think of it? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep tracking and stay safe.